And we are back here at SHARCOM 2025 for the Trevor Project. Again, reminder, the link that is pinned in the comments here in the live chat is the link you can donate to, should you want to donate towards that cause. We have Crash of the Titans by Baconman12. I'll go ahead and let Baconman12 get right into it. Go ahead.
Yes, hello everyone, this is in fact Crash of the Titans for the Nintendo DS. The PS2 version is better, but we're playing the DS version today because it's the DS version. Not much else to it, let's just get into it straight up. S, that's a good name. And also, with the DS version, there's a cool thing. If you have the GBA version of the game also plugged into the GBA port of your DS, you can get a 1000 mojo bonus, which is allowed. It's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get this started. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. Like all good games, this also starts off with a cutscene. Although we can skip like most of it by just mashing A. Get some cool story out on here about Cortex trapping tiki masks and trying to steal all the mojo for himself to do some evil stuff, I'm not sure.
There's no telling what Cortex plans to do with the
Smack.
power of the mojo.
Yes, okay, let's get into it. So, this game is a linear 3D platformer, unlike the PS2 version, which is more like action-based. Well, there's still some action here, but most of this game is actually just linear platforming, with some mutants here and there.
Haven't you pressed the X or Y buttons yet?
No thanks, Cortex. The X or Y buttons aren't really useful at this moment in time, because we don't need to kill anything. We can just run past everything because, well, unless the game actually locks us into killing stuff, we don't need to kill anything. And the mojo is used to like buy some upgrades for grass later, a little bit later on when we get there, when you get out of the tutorial at least. So that's what the 1000 mojo bonus does come into use very fast. But first things first, we're gonna kill people, or mutants, I guess. The biggest amount of damage in this game is done with this ground pound move, which just kind of just kills everything really fast. But oh, now there's a bigger mutant. What will we ever do with that?
You need my help to defeat all these mutants.
Okay, boom, we freed Aku Aku. Now we can actually... Now we can go and jack these bigger mutants. Like that. Now we can control them. Wow, so cool. And we can use the Aku Aku mask on the touchscreen to like... to flick and gain control of them. Without losing control of the other one. That's pretty cool.
Now together we'll use the...
Okay, this now, before we get to any more cool gameplay, after this cutscene, we're gonna go play some pachinko instead. Because you know, all good runs require some pachinko in there, obviously. But the main thing is that pachinko can give us a lot of mojo really fast, if we can hit the mojo jackpot. So I wanna just pull the handle at a very specific spot, and hopefully the balls will land in the mojo jackpot and nothing else. Nitroglycerin, that's not it. We want the mojo jackpot instead. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's one down. We need one more optimally to be able to buy like a lot of cool stuff. Can we get it fast? Come on. Gallery image. No, that's not it. Come on. Balls go in fast. We need to do this. No, it's not even near the auto jackpot. We're gonna get some nitroglycerin instead, which is not useful at all in the slightest. Come on. This is not really going optimally. Come on. This is the one, surely. No, it just instantly went into Wumpa Whip. So, some of these things you can get are items that are somewhat can be somewhat useful during the run. Most of them just aren't though. But this is just not going well at all. Come on, okay. Go in. Come on. They were so close right there. They were all so close. But none of them wanted to go in. Come on, man. That is just being unlucky. Now none of them went in. Excellent. This is not optimal, to say the least. Oh, there we go. Okay. How much mojo do we have? I think, yeah, no, we need one more. Because I've spent way too much money on this mojo this already, we need more. This is a fairly heavy reset point of the run, especially if you don't get the extra 1000 mojo from the GBA version of the game. Like, if you don't own the GBA version, you need to like collect some mojo from another level to actually be able to play this. And that'll also already lose some time. But afterwards, you only have like 200, so you'll only be able to play this like twice before like it's just run over. Okay, there we go. Mojo jackpot. There we go. We can finally get out of pachinko. Let's go. That was not fast, but we did it. We got enough mojo now. Now let's go buy some attack upgrades, shall we? Attack upgrade. So all these attack upgrades make us do about some more damage, which especially in early game, we just gotta destroy everything with this. There we go. Okay, now let's actually go gameplay. So this game is divided into, what was it, 4 different hub worlds with 2 levels and a boss fight in each of them. And we need to find the crystal in each level so we can actually like enter the boss fight at the end. Kind of like any normal Crash Bandicoot platformer, basically. Except here it's just got a different skin on top of it, I guess, since this is Crash of the Titans, so everything looks like Titans and stuff like that. And funny voice acting. That's a good thing about this game. The main movement mechanic we use during this is the Aku board, the air grind as it's called in the PS2 version at least. So you're gonna keep constantly hearing this ooga booga noise. And here's a lock. We actually have to like kill enemies in order to unlock that. But luckily we do so much damage now that, yeah, it's just not a big deal at all. We're not supposed to deal this much damage early on, so that makes these early levels extremely easy. But oh no, here's a big boy. What are we gonna do now? But he can walk on water, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty useful, huh? We should get him. Like that. Hooray, let's run. And yeah, this game has does make a lot of usage of the touchscreen and the mic potentially if you want to use it. Although you can beat this game entirely without ever using the touchscreen, I believe, or even the microphone. Actually, no, the touchscreen is actually required in some parts specifically. Not most parts, though. We'll see that a bit later on. For now, we're just gonna slide our way through a lot of stages. A lot of stages. There are some of these collectible masks as well you can get. I don't remember what they do, but there's just some other collectibles you can get. Not required for anything. I'm pretty sure they might give like mojo and stuff. I don't know. Mojo isn't really needed anymore at this part. We already got enough for the whole run with those attack upgrades. And even though we could upgrade our slide, like to make the slide last longer, it doesn't really do much since we can just instantly slide again after the last one ends. Okay, here's the crystal. I also need to actually do some more combat here with whatever this thing was called. You saw him say something there before. I kinda missed it. But there we go. They all did. Now we can just keep going and finish the level. Yeah. The classic grass dance now in fantastic DS resolution, done by the Titans model. Next up is Wampa Village. This level, you really do want the attack upgrades for, actually. There's some fairly big skips you can do here later on. Since the attack upgrades also, while giving you just higher base attack, do also give you some more moves you can do. Like, most of them are just attack combos which deal less damage than the ground pounds, so they aren't really that useful overall. But then you also do get this hover move, this slide, it's not slide, but this air spin move, whatever that is. And that is really useful with skipping some parts of the game. Coming up later on. Potentially even right over here. Since as we know, grass can't swim in like any game. I don't think there's one game where grass actually like swims. I mean, no, that's a lie. He swims quite a lot. In fact, if he has the gear on, I guess. But only in specific levels. Not in this one. So any water will kill him. But luckily, we can just hover over all of this. Not have to worry about it. And yeah, you can let's grab like that. That's pretty funny. Most of him is in the water, the game doesn't care. I wonder if that would make something good. A pinch of arsenic, some parsley and glue. I don't know, I haven't tried. Okay, and this little crystal is over here. No, not over here yet. It's on the next platforming section, I forgot. Some of these levels are just... They are very similar all the way through, so it's kind of hard to remember sometimes what the levels are like. Especially since a lot of this game is just doing this over and over again. But yeah, here's the crystal over here. And we're just going to kill all of these guys, and then I think it's the end of the level already. Then we can head off onto the first boss fight. There we go. Let's head on over to Dingodile. With a cool cutscene.
My soup, you. Are out with them. Never again will the...
Yep, there's Dingodile alright. And he's tougher than ever. So we need to actually wait for a mutant to spawn right here. Because this is the only way we actually damage him, because we can't really get close to Dingodile to damage him. So we need to do like these long range attacks. Yes, I guess 3 phases. Dingodile, go. Don't get stuck on me. Actually, well, funnily enough, you can actually... The game can actually softlock by Dingodile just getting stuck on you and another mutant. It's very fun if it happens. I'd rather not have it happen, though. I'm just gonna get rid of that guy, just in case. And there we go. Up now, hopefully I'm in the correct spot where I'll get lifted up alongside this. Excellent. Now you can just save some slight time by already being on the first platform there. Excellent. And then just the last few hits onto Dingodile. And then he's gonna be dead. And that's gonna be the first island done with. Crikey. And now we can collect Mojo. But that's slow, so instead we're just gonna exit to hub instead. And now is where we actually are required to use the touchscreen. We're gonna be controlling Nina. Yeah, Nina, she's a character. Yeah, so as Nina, we actually need to transform some of these cute animals into monsters using the Mutato Ray 3000 or whatever this was called. And to charge it up, we need to actually crank the ray on the bottom screen. So this is the one spot where using the touchscreen is actually required. Now with Nina, rolling is in fact slightly faster than just running normally. But of course you can't really control where you roll once you start the roll. But yeah, there's one Nina stage for every island swap until I believe the last one. And there we go, 20.
Wait a minute. I'm not battling. I'm not guarding up. I'm not hatching a cunning. I'm.
Nina is a hench. Confirmed right here.
In fact, this whole plan is stupid.
Okay, next island, let's go. And the movement between the islands is pretty funny. How you can actually just draw however much you want, and the grass will go the entire way. I think there is like a cap to it though, but you can make grass swim on the or go between those islands for a very long time, if you so want. But that's not really fast, going between islands for a long time, you know. Good to know. Big fat trans confirmed right here. Gaming. And those big boxes we can't destroy by just ourselves. We need to use a big mutant for that. However, that really only comes into play like once or twice in the whole game, since you can actually just jump past them. They don't usually contain even anything extra, just maybe like 10 mojo instead of just one. Okay, another fight we need to do. Whoa, big fighting. Okay, there we go. I do not unfortunately have any breath mints currently. Sorry. Okay, another fight. Exciting times are upon us. Yeah, here's a pretty big boy. This guy kinda just deals a lot of damage. Luckily we don't need him for anything. Because he's kinda slow, and the aqua board is kind of fast. But the difference, or the deal with the previous guy was that he can actually walk in lava. So now we actually need him. Luckily there's gonna be one that spawns in after this fight here. There's gonna be one more. There's these guys, and then big boy. Yeah, I'm stuck. There we go. Yeah, just gonna quickly take a quick stroll through this lava here. Nothing too crazy. We're at the end of the level as well here. crystals over there on the left. Right there. And that door is the last door of the whole level. I'm gonna kill all of these guys here. And this last one. There we go. Now, since we actually have enough motion to buy the last attack upgrade, I might as well go ahead and do that now. It's not really required, but it's kind of just nice to have. No, bye.
Attack upgrade.
Remarkable. Okay, next up, let's head on over to Engines Factory. It is a very cool factory. Actually, no, it's not. It's filled with lava. Well, I assume it's quite hot in here, actually. Luckily, we just breeze through most of it again. Until we get to this guy. This guy's kind of bad. He can jump really high, though. That's pretty cool. But his like special attack is kind of garbage, so I'm not gonna use it at all. Instead, I'm just gonna get this guy instead, who's much better. He can spin. Wee. Yeah, spinning's a bit better than doing whatever the hell that guy does. Okay, elevator sequence here. You need to kill all the mutants before the elevator's gonna go down onto lower floors. Which luckily this guy makes a bit easy because we can again just start spinning. And then we can just spin until we win. Guess there's gonna be a few more waves here, but okay, they're gone. Okay, they're gone again. And yeah, we can just spin infinitely. If we just keep spinning the touch screen, we can just keep spinning. There's gonna be one more wave here. Yeah, there we go. These guys. There we go. Juice. Who's got the juice? And yeah, the pickup sound for the mojo is the exact same as the coins in Hit and Run. Since Radical did make the PS2 version, so they probably just copied a lot of the assets over from the PS2 version. At least the sound effects. And the Crystal Collection sound effect is the same as the one in Tag Team Racing as well. Which is also a Radical made game. But there we go. Engines Factory is done with. Time on over to the engine boss fight. A very easy boss fight. Yes, most of the boss fights are very easy in this game. Maybe the third boss, Chine, is the hardest one.
I'm going to clean this place up with you!
Okay, actually, mutants, let's go. Now we can actually do some more damage here. But the other guy just jumped down. Okay, very interesting. Okay, Enz is dead. Bye. Hooray! Go! Exit to hub. Once again. Yeah, that's the second island done with. We're basically halfway through the run already. Wow. Okay, back to Nina. Now we're gonna roll on through another level. And if you paid really close attention on the previous one, you could tell that the Nina stage is one from the next island actually. The Nina stages are relatively easy, but there are no checkpoints. So if you die even once, then you go all the way back to the beginning. And you know, that's pretty slow. But luckily dying is kinda hard unless you jump down a hole. We can just roll on through. And there we go. Onwards to the next island. Let's make Crash do a cool speed there. Yeah. Whee. Okay, next up, Chinese excavation. This level is probably the hardest platforming-wise, with the skips we do at one spot. Yeah, but there's a big mutant there. We don't want him. He's kind of bad. Although we are unfortunately forced to use him in the boss fight, so that'll be fun to see how that goes. Yeah, the mutants have started to have more health now, so our attacks are doing way less damage. Like, we aren't just killing everything with just one shot anymore. Now we need like 3 shots or something. But the worst part about this is that mutants also are starting to deal more damage to us. So we're gonna die in like 2 hits from anything, basically. So we are. This is a really big like glass cannon run. And to actually kill everything here because we can't actually reach up there, because in this game Crash can't wall jump or anything. Bro, actually jumped it away. Okay, this is probably one of the biggest skips in the whole run, this section. We can skip all of this by doing the glide between these alcoves here. However, the last 2 specifically are very far, and they are just barely, you can just barely make them. And also, I don't know if it's just me or that, but the ledge grabbing on emulator seems kind of weird sometimes, since I normally play this game on console, but today I'm playing on emulator just so you can actually like tell what's happening in the game much better. Like, here's the second to last jump here. That's like still like fairly easy to make, but this last one, this is kind of hard actually to make. Oh, they made it. Nice. First try, getting all of those first tries is pretty nice. You need to be really on the edge, especially for that last one. Oh, okay, nice let's grab. Very good level design here. A big patch of nothing. Very cool. Okay, here we go. You're the good one. Smack. Okay, thank you for dying. And he's a big boy. Yeah, we're gonna want this guy. Because this guy can just kill everything fast. Like that. There we go. Get the crystal. And keep on moving. But we're at the end of the level here. Just gonna head up here, not die to these two guys. Sometimes these guys can just be camping the ledge there. And just kill you instantly when you go up. It's very annoying when that happens, since it's right at the end of the level. Luckily this time they were nice enough to let me go. Okay. Next level in Chinese. Island. I think it's called Entrapment Island. Yeah, Entrapment Temple, that makes sense. Anyways, the island where Chinese the boss fight. Just some basic platforming up here. Hello, mutant. We actually need to do a fight here, because we can't pass these big boxes just as grass. We're gonna need to get a big mutant for that. Like this guy. Smack. There we go. The mutants try their best to get in your way, but they just kinda just chill. Most of the time. Quickly just skate on through all of these guys. Here's a big boy again. Quickly just jack him and then quickly just unjack him, because he is very, very not fun to control. I'll say that much. We'll see how that works in the tiny boss fight where we're required to use the guy. Oh, still one more. Few more fights and rooms to go until the end of the temple here. Smack. Another big guy. Wow. Let's get him. But this big guy spins instead. We can just spin and kill everything really fast, because they all jump towards me for some reason. Yeah, the AI in this game kind of just runs towards you. So if you just spin, you can easily just kill everything. If you get a spinning mutant like that. And even then, using this guy, the belly flop just deals a lot of damage to everything. And the small ones don't even need to do anything but just one punch, and that's it. The combat in the PS2 version is a bit more in-depth. But this gives more of a platformer anyway, so it makes sense. Here's the crystal. Hello, that was okay, very interesting. You can see just one punch took away almost half my health there. So if something goes wrong, it's very scary. We're just gonna do some quick platforming to the end here. And there we go. Onwards to the worst part about this game, the Tiny Tiger boss fight. And yes, we get to control this mutant now. And yeah, this is Tiny, by the way. Obviously. So how to control this mutant is you gotta roll this ball on the touch screen to make him move, and that's it. And you gotta somehow make Tiny fall down without falling down yourself. Nope. This is very, very awkward to control, and it's kinda random if Tiny decides to fall down or not. Like, how did that happen? That went really well, actually. Like, usually that takes way longer than that, but for some reason Tiny just kinda went flying from that one hit. I call that luck. But yeah, that was a very good Tiny boss fight. Probably the best I've had. Anyway, back to the last Nina level here. And we can see a duck just jump down and transform, reappear right in front of us again. Because yeah, the animals can't really die. If they fall down, they just come back. Okay, we got all three of those. Transformed. Wait, did I get shooter with one shot? Be cool if I did. Wait, he instantly teleports behind me and just attacks me. Wow. Very cool. There we go. Head on over to the final main island of the game. Down here. There you can see Cortex's bot just chilling over there on that island, I guess. Oh, hello, okay. But first we gotta get through this place, Cortex's lair. And the other level, I think it's called Insanity Islands. Like these are like fairly easy levels to die on, just because 2 hits and you're dead. Just straightforward like that. Just any kind of 2 hits and you're dead. Of course, you can buy health upgrades, but that's slow. So if anything goes wrong during some of these fights, I'm just gonna die. I do have some items I can use that can give me invincibility or more damage for a little while, but they are used at certain spots where they're actually like 100% required almost. Not required, but they speed things up and makes things much safer. Okay, inside the lair. Seems pretty cool that Cortex has a bunch of pictures of himself. That guy still needs more juice. How hasn't anyone got any more juice yet? Where's the juice people when you need them? Okay, here, dual path, we need to go to the left, because it's faster. And then we need to take this middle path here, the red portal. That's the correct way to go. I'm not sure where the other way even goes. Probably back to the start where with the other path was. Three bunnies, wow. Goodbye. Okay, we stay on here for a little bit before we can actually jump off and skip the rest of that. Same with this one. Just gonna take it a bit safe and just wait until that part. Yeah, nice and safe. Quickly run past everyone here. And here, the crystal is actually trapped in this box here in the middle here. So we need to actually get it out of there. There we go. Okay, and that was Vortex's lair. Next up is probably the hardest, like, general normal platforming level of the game in Insanity Highlands. I mean, granted with the hovering power up, it isn't that hard, but the winds can still mess you up sometimes. This place is quite windy. Although, to counteract the wind, you can actually use the board, and then you won't get. Then the wind won't do anything to you for some reason. If you're just riding on your board, like that. I don't know. That was a pretty bad example, but right here. If I'm on my board, the wind just doesn't affect me at all. And let me actually take this guy. Just to be safe, because I think I've like died here before in this fight without using this guy. Oh, there we go. Let me just do this. Easy way to get rid of them, but it's just by capturing them. Okay, good. Nothing went wrong here. And they can block sometimes, but it's pretty rare for them to block as well. Okay, next door is closed until we kill these guys. No. Okay, yeah. Half health gone from just one hit again. Two hits into death. Oh, okay, yep. Luckily there was a checkpoint right there, so we're still pretty good. not a lot of time lost there. Okay, back to spinning. Since this mutant really just makes everything really easy. Or this one as well, why not? We can also just spin. Who doesn't like spinning? Bro, go. There we go. Okay. Once again, big fat crans. There's the crystal. And my PB this game is 102 something. I think 13. Yeah, there we go. That's that done with. Okay, we're getting to the end of the highlands here. Pretty decent, if I do say so myself. Only one death is good, and that was right after the checkpoint anyway. Okay, next up is the Nina Cortex boss fight. Not Cortex himself just yet. Oh no. We're gonna defeat Nina first. And then we're gonna get to the Cortex boss to get Cortex himself.
Soon, with the I'll be able to complete.
Nina is a fairly easy boss fight.
Uncle,
With the Cortex boss.
Uncle, but it's we should
It
do
could
something
turn into like an RNG mess, but
I'm
it's not gonna, because the first part is always consistent and you can always kill her during the first part. If you miss the one cycle, then it can be a bit bad, but it's very easy to hit it, especially when I have one vitamins here as well, which gives me a lot of big damage I can do. Increases my damage output by a big amount. So meanwhile here I can just tank these with the shield and then dodge that, put on my vitamins and then just smack. There we go, Nina's dead. Yeah, that's how easy the Nina boss fight is. That freeze rate that came down from like, I don't know where, is random after the first one. The first one always goes on the top one where Nina is currently standing. But all the other ones I believe are random. So it can really turn into a mess if you mess up the one cycle, but it's relatively easy to hit. Especially if you have vitamins. Okay, let's go to the Cortex bot. The final actual level of the game. It's a pretty big bot. So we gotta fight through the inside of it.
We can't let up.
Ooh, indeed. Let's go.
You fight your
Into the Cortex bot. Gonna fight our way through with Grass and Nina as well. Okay, this is not the correct choice, but this works as well, I guess. We can just do that. Yeah. Get over here. I love it when the AI just runs away from me instead of trying to kill me. Bro, stop. Thank you. Okay, last few small mutants here. Here we go. Up the elevator we go. Into this somewhat 2D section. Into this, well, not even somewhat. It is a 2D section. Keep on going up. There we go. Hello, big guy. Goodbye. I need to be a bit careful here with this fight. I might die here, to be honest. Since when I kill these guys would crash. Okay, now we good. I had to take a bit safe, but we good. Really? Yeah, there we go. Okay, time for Nina's section. Where is the exact same thing as always with a... What is happening over there? Chicken, don't go away. Should I just roll on through? Into Nina's 2D section. Wow, so cool. Up here, there we go. No, out of the way. These ones we need to transform though. There we go. Okay, Cortex time. How's Cortex gonna fight the two of us?
It's time to put a
Crash! But I don't see why you
Haha.
want to bring in...
you first will defeat.
And, well, I can't... Oh, just make...
Okay,
I'll shoot him with the Mutato
What's her?
3000. Watch me.
she turned on us. How could she? Now she's a baby though, so unlucky.
Oh, she led you here.
So Nina's gonna, I guess. So now she's gonna fight Cortex on her own, and he has a big
With an overly
grab
elegant
robot
using
thing.
ill-conceived
Yeah.
robot.
How do we beat the big grab robot? Using one of his mutants, obviously. Makes sense. Yeah, we're just gonna belly flop and then block. And then belly flop again. And then block again. This is a very exciting boss fight, I'll tell you. There are 3 phases to this though. Don't you worry, it's gonna change massively, I assure you. You're now gonna run to get to him. And we will actually keep this mutant because this mutant deals a lot of damage to the Cortex compared to the other mutants that are available here. So it's big chance if this guy dies, but this guy won't die. You can just block that yellow ray attack, and now we're behind him. So yeah. We can just damage him from behind now. Yeah, that's the difference between this and the first phase. We can go behind him. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, last phase incoming. And time is coming up shortly as well, once we deal the last hit. Come on, run. Gotta go fast. And now there's no more conveyor belts here. That's the difference now. Instead we just get a... But the strategy stays the exact same. We just belly flop on them. A few more hits remaining. Okay, one more belly flop and then it's time. So in 3, 2, 1, time. Yeah, that is Crash of the Titans for the DS. No.
GG's, Baconman.
GG's. Yeah, that was pretty decent enough.
Yeah, well under the estimate time, so that's good.
Nice, we caught up. Hell yeah.
Okay, wait. He built a giant dancing robot?
But yeah, if anyone is actually interested in playing this game, go for it, I guess. But you should play the PS2 version instead. It's much better. Although it's not a platformer, so if you specifically want a linear 3D platformer on DS, you can play this game. It's decent enough.
Whatever happened to Nina?
I guess we'll find out next time, indeed.
Find out next time.
But yeah, that's probably about it for me, though. Thank you for letting me showcase off some cool games this marathon, and some less cool games. Like Slide 3 still was less cool games, but Monster Racer is the coolest game.
You have to improve your
Very cool Cortex picture there, by the way. Anyway, yeah, that's about all of it for me.
Sorry, Uncle.
Goodbye, and
I
I'll
don't
see you
understand what
at
went
some other
wrong.
time, at some other place,
I
probably.
did everything just right.
Thank you to Baconman. We'll be taking a very quick break into intermission here while we set up the next stream, which is Crazy Tone Dog. So we'll see you then.